What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Alright, so in this particular video, I want to talk about a new CNN poll that came out that shows, and this is something we're seeing in all polls now. It's not an aberration, it's not an outlier. These are the trends. There has been a definite erosion of black support within the Democratic Party, in particular with black men. And I like to think that myself and others on social media, those with far larger platforms, all of us, have had an effect or had some involvement in this situation. I like to think that educating and informing a lot of young black men, and maybe not so young black men, on why the Democratic Party has been playing us for the last 15 years at the very least. So this new poll shows Joe Biden's support, hypothetically. If the election was held right now, he would get 73% of the black vote. Trump would get 23% of the black vote. That's a margin of 50. In 2020, Joe Biden won the black vote by a margin of 75 points. I think it was 86 to, I'm trying to remember, 87 to 12, I think it was. I think it was 87 to 12 last time. So that's a big increase for Donald Trump. As a matter of fact, that 23% would represent the biggest portion of the black vote since 1960, when Richard Nixon got 32% of the black vote. But what's even more shocking is Trump's support within black voters. Black male voters. Black male voters support Donald Trump over Joe Biden by a 49 to 46 margin. That's shocking to some people, but it's not to me. And I can't really go into detail about a lot of the reasons why I think that's the case, but a lot of it has to do with the fact that a lot of the issues we care about are not being addressed. Social inequality, criminal justice reform, jobs, and also a lot of it is some of the cultural wars that are going on right now that we don't, some of the cultural changes, I should say, that are going on right now that we don't approve of. Even though we vote Democratic, generally speaking, black people are, or have been, until this recent generation, culturally conservative. This has only changed, I would say, since with the millennials. Millennials are the first, I would say, black generation that appears to be liberal or progressive in nature. And although you could argue that there have been prior black generations that, for their times, appeared progressive, but ultimately, at our heart, we're conservative. And it's the reason why so many Black Panthers wound up being conservative Democrats, conservative independents, and a few like Eldridge Cleaver wound up being conservative Republicans. At our core, we're still conservative. But this poll is not shocking to me, and I think it's just another indication that the Biden-Kamala administration is hemorrhaging. and they're hemorrhaging voters. And the shame tactic that they have been using that perhaps did work under Barack Obama, it rings hollow here. It rings hollow, and you know, at the end of the day, we still got a year until the election, but if the present trends continue, I think that things are going to be pretty bleak for Joe Biden. But then again, I also believe never underestimate the Republicans to blow a lead. Never underestimate them to blow a big lead. We've seen that in the midterms last year. We've seen that with various races over, the past many, many years when a Republican candidate has had a big advantage and their mouths got them in trouble. Their nature gets them in trouble. So if Biden's going to be bailed out, it's going to be forces outside of his control. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.